Hi, how's it going? This is Resident of Collard for YouTube, resident under slash of under slash Collard for BitChute. I usually do read along reviews for the John Philip Betancourt's blog. I'm not going to read this one because I'm jumbling my words and I'm messing up. So I'm just going to do the review for Series 13, Chapter 7, Blood and Madness. And what you have happen is you have Cameron, who is in a relationship with Lucas Granger. Now, for those who forget, Lucas Granger is from about two chapters ago, when he was introduced as a paranormal investigator. But he was a lot older then. This is the younger Lucas Granger. And it's obviously way before Lucas gets killed by Barnabas, the man he was so dyingly wanted to meet, right? And he did die. But later on. Not now. This is in the past. This is in the 90s. So, and Cameron is Noel's nephew, Carolyn, and Beau's son. Beau, who we were introduced in the previous chapter when India went back to 1966. So I'm trying to do refreshing as I do this review because I'm not doing the read along. So I apologize for that. So Cameron did not know his parents were only one of his parents were actually dead. He was told by Noel that both his parents died, and she finally revealed the truth. More or less, Justin Patterson really revealed a lot of the truth. Do I think Justin was wrong for doing that? Hell no. That kid deserved to know the truth. And Noel, sort of said, yeah, she was confirming everything Justin was saying. And it really upset Cameron that Noel lied to him. And listen, Noel's not the only person Cameron lied to. Cameron lied to Justin as well. Noel does a lot of lying. But not without reason, though. I don't think her reasons are wrong. I think one part of her is trying to protect Cameron, and the other part is she just does not completely trust Justin, and Justin's motives are, well, suspect, we'll say. So Noel finally tells Cameron the truth, that he is, in fact, a Collins, or at least half of a Collins. Carolyn is his mother. Beau, which is Noel's brother, is Cameron's father. Now that I got you all caught up there, when you meet Lucas, who is Cameron's boyfriend, he goes to stay with him after his fight with Noel. And, they go back to the old house. And really, it's more Cameron coming to get his stuff. I don't think he's coming there to confront Noel, in my opinion, in this reader's opinion. I want to stress that. And there is a confrontation. Now, I'm sort of doing a review as I do this, overall review as I review this, as I review this chapter here, Chapter 7. And what you have happen is they get into an argument, but Lucas sides with Noel. Look, why don't y'all just work together in a short way? And it really upsets Cameron. And now Cameron isn't just suspicious of Noel, he's suspicious of his boyfriend, Lucas Granger. And I would be too. I mean, you're like, wait, what? What are you doing? Why? And that's where we are. He's sitting in his boyfriend's apartment and he's reading a book. And what happens is he gets bored of reading the book, he puts it back, and he sees in the mirror an envelope. And he goes over and pulls it out. And lo and behold, what's he find? Information on his family. More information than he ever knew. And he confronts Lucas about it. And Lucas, in a sense, tells half of a truth and half of a lie. So you have two halves. So you have a grain of truth and a lie. Typical Lucas, right? Typical Lucas Granger. What you also have happen in this is Kimberly injects David with serum that's supposed to kill him. And what happens is, not only does Liz see this, but Caleb sees this. And Caleb's a kid, obviously. He's little. He doesn't really fully understand what he saw. Liz, however, does. And Liz and Kimberly get into a big scuffle about this while David's going into these like seizure-like states and losing control of his body. And lo and behold, Kimberly, pushes Liz down the steps. You sort of knew, I think, Liz was going to die. But I will say the death of Liz is shocking. But this is going to explain a lot, though, because we often wondered, well, why was David in Wyncliffe? This is going to be that reason. Kimberly is a doctor. Kimberly's saying he's insane. And here's the thing. Your wife, your significant other, can commit you. That's true. They would have to be the one to sign the commitment papers, and there's not a damn thing anybody could do about it either. That's insane, right? But so that's sort of, where that's going in a sense, I gotta believe. That's my opinion again. And then my favorite part was actually Justin and Claudia. You have Bethlehem, who confronts Claudia about, why are you letting him do this? And, Claudia, even though so we go to the old house in the basement, and we see Claudia Bouchard, who is known as Evangeline to everyone else, and Justin Patterson, who is known as Leopold to Claudia, to Evangeline. And Bethlehem is sort of telling Claudia, why are you letting him do this to you? Why are you... So, and she's also, you need to, end this. This isn't going to end well. And she sort of tells that to Justin as well, aka, or she calls him Leopold because she doesn't know his real name. But she decides to tell him the truth about what she did to India. And what I love here is Justin's outburst. Justin's outburst is really well written and well done. This whole series, I've said, has been very, very well written, and I'll get to that at the end of this video. And what you have happen is basically Claudia knocks Justin down, which erases his memory, and boom, they start long story short, they start having sex. I really think there's so much, that goes on with this story. It's amazing. The depth, the character range. There is a lot here. Okay? And the writer, John Philip Betancourt, he's done this for 5 years, and he's done an amazing, amazing job. And I said yesterday on Twitter, he has laid the blueprint for a Dark Shadows television series, for a new one. And really, this is what he's wrote is a sequel to the original series in his story. And he's created a lot of new characters, and he's used some old ones, though, too. And I think it's just been so amazing to follow along with this and to continue to follow along with this. I've been impressed just from day one. I'm like, because somebody had sent me a link. I forget who, for the life of me, but somebody had sent me a link because I'd asked, I said, is there any Dark Shadows going around stories? And somebody just sent me a link to his blog, and I just started reading it and read it and read it and read it. I'm thinking, damn, I gotta review this. This is really good. So I just started reviewing it. It's really, really amazing what he's been able to do with this. And just to have it go on for 5 years. Holy shit. I've only been able to do a story for a year, but I've been impressed. And I think it's one hell of a story. I can't put it over any more than what I have. I mean, I'm gonna bring John on when this concludes and interview him and talk to him about his blog and his series and what he's been able to do with it. Um, it's just been amazing to me. I will definitely leave a link in the description box. Um, Go check it out. That's my huge recommendation. Go check out this blog series, The Return of Dark Shadows. Writer John Philip Betancourt. You can get him at PopRag at Return Shadows. He's also on Facebook. John Philip Betancourt. Go check him out. All right. See you guys.